Hey, what's up everybody? I am David Levine from LowDown Brass Band. I am the baritone saxophone player, one of the founding members of the band. A little bit about my horn right here. This is a Con 12M, sufficiently banged up by the road over the years, probably about 1971. Real cool little tidbit about this horn. If you are a Prince fan, this was played by Kathy Jensen, which is one of his horn players in the Hornheads and the New Power Generation, the NPG. So this was on the stage with Prince, which I'm thrilled about. I was in Minneapolis at the time. This was late '90s, and I had just started playing Barry a little bit. I was primarily a tenor player before then. And started playing Barry and started to come into more scenarios where I needed a baritone saxophone on gigs. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to add it to the arsenal, and shopped around a little bit and heard that she was selling her horn. And I was like, you know, heck yeah, scooped it up. And yeah, it's been my go-to ever since. And yeah, a couple of things specifically about the baritone saxophone within the context of LowDown Brass Band. We've got high brass in trumpets. We've got the kind of medium brass in the tenor range with trombones. We have a tenor saxophone. The low end is covered by the sousaphone. This is also more of the low end and can kind of give you that, fulfill a bass role, but it also can kind of fill in a little bit in more of that tenor sound. So what we like to call like the kind of meat and potatoes of our sound, which is very tenor heavy. So like when we're full strength, we've got 3 trombones, tenor saxophone, baritone saxophone, filling out that middle harmony, which really adds a huge amount of like body and structure for the rest of the, you know, the MCs and vocalists and trumpets to kind of, and soloists to be on top of that. And a specific thing about this baritone saxophone, it's a Con. They're 12M. Like I said, it's been beat up over the years just from being on the road. But typically, you know, this horn is sought after for its tone and its general warmth. It's generally pretty accessible. Technically, it's not like a super old horn. You have to do a lot of futzing in order to get everything to lay right. But the thing, Jerry Mulligan used to play this horn, old school West Coast cool school cat. He used to play with Miles and Al Cohn, Zoot Sims, and Bob Brookmeyer. So it's very that kind of West Coast cool style, giving you that real kind of sweet tone. I'll try to do my best to kind of emulate that, I guess. So yeah, a little bit about this like harness system here. I call it my sax bra, or the bro. Not really, it's a sax bra. But this one's made by Neotech. There's a bunch of different, and this is probably one of the older models for this like kind of harness system. Because what will happen a lot of times when you play saxophone, you're typically wearing a neck strap if you're playing tenor saxophone, alto saxophone, sometimes even soprano. If you're a wuss, then you'll wear a neck strap. So, but the thing about the baritone saxophone is because it does have a substantial amount of weight to it. I don't know, it's about, I would say about 15, 20 pounds, maybe a little more. Hanging that around your neck over the course of 45, 60, 90 minutes, 3 hours of music, sometimes over the course of an evening, it really adds up when you're playing every night. So what harness systems like this will do, help you distribute the weight across your shoulders and across your back to help alleviate that pressure that's on the neck, so you don't turn into the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And so it kind of like helps distribute everything a little bit more evenly. And every horn is different as far as where their balance point is. Like this is a B-flat baritone saxophone, which is an older model. A lot of the newer models are an A baritone saxophone, where they'll be a bit longer, a bit larger, but they'll have an extra keyhole and actually one more lower note to give you the low concert C, which is a very, very useful note to have. So perhaps one day I'll get into the A. But for now, the good old B flat 12M is good enough for me, and I love it. Yeah, the road tested SKB baritone saxophone, some stickers from our Chi-Town favorites, Uprise, Revolution, and some of the scenes that we've seen over the course of the past couple of years: Colorado, Alaska, New Orleans, all over the place. And I feature a Hercules stand for this bad boy. It's super sturdy. You can kind of knock it around, and it's gonna support the horn just fine, and keep it safe. So I've never had any problems with this stand from Hercules getting knocked over. It's very sturdy, folds up and goes right in your gig bag, and you're good to go. Yeah, what can I say? LowDown Brass Band is a huge year for us. We just released a brand new single. It's coming out May 3rd, called Dem Boys, with accompanying videos. We're going to be hint officially announcing our record label this year, so look for that. And yeah, we're going to be on the road all summer, all year, all over the country, and hopefully internationally very soon, beyond Canada. So look for us, lowdownbrassband.com. Thank you very much.